Hey guys, welcome back to another video and right, so before I get into the key points of the race, I'm quickly going to go over qualifying and the race results. So first up, in qualifying, half of the bleeding grid got penalties, including Tsunoda, Stroll, Hulkenberg and Sainz. There was wet madness with Hulkenberg getting P2 before his grid penalty and Albon topping the charts for Q2. Sadly, he could not do the same for Q1, but then another Ferrari cock-up. Onto the race results. So, in first place, with no surprise at all, was Verstappen, then Alonso, Hamilton, Leclerc, Sainz, Perez, Albon, Ocon, Stroll, Bottas, Piastri, Gasly, Norris, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Zhou, Magnussen, De Vries, Russell and Sargent. And so, now that all of you are up to date with the race results, let's go over some of the key points. And first off, we have to talk about Verstappen winning again. Of course, it wasn't a massive win, purely because there was a safety car and Aston Martin and Mercedes did look like their upgrades were working, but the rest of the grid is still miles off. Well, I shouldn't even say Red Bull. They're miles off Verstappen. Like, realistically, I can't see him being stopped until he gets a DNF or Red Bull screw up a strategy. And when was the last time that happened? So we're going to have to wait a long time for Verstappen not to win a race. So Perez qualified 12th again, and it's getting to the point where Perez is in a really lucky position, because I am going to be making a video about this later this week. But if Red Bull were in a situation they were with Gasly and Albon, where they weren't actually top of the constructors and wanted to be getting more points, he would be getting the sack right about now. But because they have no one to worry about, like the Mercedes, the Ferraris or the Aston Martins, Perez is very lucky because he is not performing well. I can't remember the last race he did perform well at. We know how ferocious Red Bull are, and hey, maybe even when they're top of the constructors, maybe they'll still get rid of their driver. But if he doesn't get better, I can't see him staying here longer than next season. Ferrari actually pulled off a good strategy for once, and I can't believe I'm saying that, because when I saw what was going on the telly, I was like, oh my god, they've screwed it up again, surely. And then Sainz was like, no, I don't want to pit. And then they actually had the pace, because of all of the trains behind them, and get 4th and 5th. I can't believe what I saw, a Ferrari masterclass. Let's hope they can carry on doing this, and maybe next time not qualify so badly so it actually works out even better. Because they could have been on the podium, both of them, if they were like in 4th or 5th qualifying positions. So Ferrari, is good to see you actually pulling off something good. I wanted to talk about the Mercedes and Aston Martin upgrades. Now, every other race Verstappen has dominated, absolutely smashed them like 20-30 seconds. But Alonso was only 9.5 seconds behind Verstappen by the end of the race, and he was keeping him pretty busy, which is good because even though Alonso clearly did not have the pace or Hamilton to catch up to Verstappen, they had the pace to make sure if Verstappen had a cock up in the pits, if Verstappen went wide, they would be able to capitalise and be right on his tail or even get past him. So it was good to see that their upgrades are working, but I'm hoping that they can just get that final little push to just be in with a chance to maybe make Verstappen not win every single race this season. Because let's get real, Verstappen's a 3-time world champion at the minute. Then Hulkenberg and Albon had massive trains behind them. Albon did a masterclass to keep it in 7th till the end of that race. Ocon, don't know what was going on with his rear wing, but it was flapping left, right and centre. Norris tried to overtake him, but with the 5-second penalty, it wasn't going to make a difference anyway. And well done to Albon. I mean, he literally kept half the bloody field behind him. Masterclass from him. Same with Hulkenberg with the early stints. No one could get past them. And hey, I thought Canada wouldn't be like that because of the long straight, but I guess not. But surprisingly, considering how hard overtakes were to do, still was a decent race. And then finally, I think the major thing I want to talk about is De Vries at it again. He cannot stay out of trouble, that boy, and he will be replaced if he can't pick his socks up, man. What is he doing? They were having a decent fight up until turn 3, where De Vries went down the inside, locked up, and just took Magnussen with him, and that was the end of the race for both of them. De Vries, you really need to start doing better. I'm seeing Ricciardo getting that seat definitely by summer now, because this is bad. He's going to be losing his seat. And, well, I don't have any affiliation to De Vries. I don't dislike him. I don't not like him. But it's a shame to see a rookie do this bad, because I'd even say Sargent's doing better at the minute. I know you can do better. You're a Formula E champion. That might not mean a lot to some people, but it's still a good achievement to have. I think that about sums up all of the key points from the Canadian GP. Hey, like and subscribe. Follow my Twitter. Follow my league. Follow my Discord. it will be all great fun. And hey, I'll see you on Friday with the next video.